Christina Alexander, Randy Scott with you. It is showtime, not just here for us, but for LeBron James last night. These Lakers are rolling, winners of 8 of 9 coming in. They're just not making up a lot of ground in the Western Conference. That's how good the West is. Here's LeBron and Austin Reeves working a two-man game. And LeBron going to rise up and throw it down. 45th game this season with 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 dimes. Ties Kareem for the second most in a Lakers season. And then LeBron out to Reeves. So these two are kind of tag team partners. And leave it to, Austin on the night of WrestleMania to get a belt. There is LeBron cutting for 2. The Lakers are up 3. Anthony Davis has entered the chat. Anthony Davis, triple bottoms. Got range, got size. Lakers put together a 19-0 run in the third quarter. Second longest unanswered run this season. Lakers will lead by 12 after 3. And then it's LeBron again. Getting up for the business end of the get down. He had 24 points, 12 dimes, and 5 rebounds. 116-97. Lakers have won 9 of 10 for the first time since the 2020-21 season. It moves them up to 8th in the West. Climbs over the Kings, now within a half game of the slumping Pels for 7th. LA within striking distance of 6th, quite frankly, and avoiding the play-in altogether. Just 2 games back in the loss column, 4 games to go. Lakers, though, a tough one tonight at home against the Timberwolves.
So another team trying to avoid the play-in. It's Joel Embiid and the 76ers visiting the Grizzlies. 1 game behind at Pete for the 7th seed. It's 39% chance to finish the season as the 7th seed. That's according to ESPN Analytics. And according to us, Embiid is pretty good. And according to himself, catches half spins into baseline fadeaway. He catches pump fakes. High flake for a mid-range jumper. Oh, the center just showing off the handles. I'll show you guys why you miss me. That's why. Philly leads by 9. 30 seconds left in the second here. Embiid collects a rebound. Goes behind the back to Kyle Lowry. Back to Embiid for the easy 2. 22 points, 10 rebounds for him in the first half. They were leading by 20 at the half. On to third. Philly leads by 20 now. Tyrese Maxey drives the lane. Misses a layup. Embiid cleans it up for him. No problem there. Puts it back in. 30 points, 12 rebounds for him. Sixers go on to win 116-96. So Philly has now won 4 straight and sits just 1 game behind the Pacers for the 6th spot in the East, which would keep them out of the play-in round. Meanwhile, the rest of the East, aside from the Celtics, not exactly storming into the playoffs. The Bucks have dropped 5 of their last 6. They hope to have Giannis back in the lineup tonight when they host the Knicks.
Listen, he had the 22 points. He was 7 of 11. He had the 13 rebounds. But really, when the team was floundering in the third quarter, AD wasn't touching the ball. He went and got his own. He went and got a rebound. Took it to the rack, scored, and then scored 11 in that quarter, and the Lakers never looked back. But to me, it's the 6 blocks in the 3 steals. We talked about going up against Allen, Mobley, the length. AD set the tone today, and he was fantastic.
And 0 turnovers after all of that. So, I mean, he had the 6 blocks. I saw at least 5 or 6 times where he made people change their minds about taking the shot. I mean, they got to the bucket, made another decision. So, to me, Gator, this is the best season I've ever seen AD have in his career. Now, he's had some dynamic scoring careers. There's some great things when he was before the Lakers. But mentally, being on the floor, being dependable, you can depend on him. You know what I mean? And he's having a great year on both ends, in my opinion, despite the record, to me. And I know these other guys are doing some great things, maybe leading in blocks. But to me, he's the only defensive player that can do what he does all over the court. And he gets my vote. I know the record means a lot, but it's having a great year.
Yeah, I mean, look at this right here. Most double-doubles, just to go off of what James was saying. Look at the names he's up there with. Cap, Magic, Shaq, and now AD when it comes to double-doubles. 62 games this year, Rob.
Yeah, he's attacking the basket offensively and defensively. Usually you get a guy as AD's stature as well. I should be taking a shot, so I don't need to go get offensive rebounds. But this guy, he doesn't get as many shots as I would like him to, but he goes and gets his shots because he's going to get offensive rebounds, he's going to block shots, he's going to do all the intangibles that you want him to do. And we know we harp on him being one of the best defensive players, and so I'm not going to harp on it anymore because I know the league probably got some guys doing voting that don't know what the heck they doing. But AD has just been perfect this season, and the reason he's been perfect because his body hasn't let him down. You think about the past since he's been here, his body's kind of had an injury here, injury there. But this year, his body hasn't let him down. He came in season in shape. He stayed in shape. And I think, for me, That's why his play has been so good, because he trusts his body, because his body's going, they know it can withstand all the pounding and all the movement and the rigorous course of the 82 games comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you bring up a great point. We're 78 games in, Breslin. He's played, what, 73 of them?
Yeah, he's on pace to play 77, which would be huge. I mean, the fact that he and LeBron have stayed relatively healthy this season, you know, that's a big bonus for them. And they both look fresh. LeBron had a lot of bounce tonight. I was impressed with him. It helps that they haven't played in a few days. That's always a good thing when, you know, you give LeBron a little bit extra rest. But Geet, about AD, you know, you mentioned Jared Allen. He and AD are tied, according to the odds makers, for third for Defensive Player of the Year odds. Jared Allen had 1 steal and no blocks. AD had 6 blocks and 3 steals. So just a little head-to-head comp right there. And he goes up against Gobert tomorrow. He loves these games. When he's up against another guy who people are talking about instead of him, he loves these challenges. Wembanyama, another guy ahead of him on the list. He's second in odds to win DPOY. Don't play the Spurs again, but you know, I know tomorrow he's gonna have something special for us against Rudy Gobert.
D'Lo, guys, let's switch gears and look at his first half. He had 23 of his 28 in the first half. That's the most he scored in the first half this year. He did it on 5 of 8 from 3, ended up 6 of 12. He is shattering the record now in terms of single-season three-point shooting for the Lakers. And Rob, he is just that guy that has the ability to take your lead from 4 to 15 and do it quickly and swiftly.
Yeah, the way he's been shooting the ball since I would say All-Star break, well, since the trading deadline has gone by, he's been
seen
amazing.
it like a notch up.
Yeah, he's playing really comfortable. And I think more importantly, his team.
I don't know that I understand the context of the question. Again, I wasn't in the room. Yeah. I mean, LeBron, you're 39. Your team is sort of making a playoff run here. You're looking pretty good. You just scored 40 points. How soon are you retiring? Yeah, there has to have been a reason why the question was asked. Yeah. So, I mean, we're not making a big deal of the fact that he said that last night.
No, of course not. He actually, you could tell he was irritated by getting asked that in that moment.
Right.
I'm trying to get this team ready for some sort of a playoff run. You know, if we can survive the play-in and get on to a series, that's where I'm at. And I just had a great game. Why are you asking me about that? So, no, I agree. He was irritated.
Yeah. So let's put that one aside for a moment and just talk about LeBron James at 39, continuing to do things that no one his age has ever done. And one of those could be leading this team that's starting to look. I know that we try and make a big deal out of every win and every little moment, but as we go into this month where the playoffs will begin, the Lakers do look like a team that, if everything went their way, could catch a little fire.
I mean, when it got to the Western Conference Finals last year. I mean, look, here's the thing. If you have LeBron James playing at a high level, you have Anthony Davis, who is facing anybody other than the Joker, frankly, in my opinion. I think that's a really good combination with their size, their frame, their way they defend. Now, they don't put themselves in the best polling position legs here, obviously, because of how they not having somebody to carry the load throughout the regular season. But they could cause trouble in the playoffs because they have the size, and they have the talent, and they have the physicality.
Look, I said, I don't know how long ago it was, the Lakers weren't going to do something like they did last year. They couldn't replicate that run because of the landmines that are in the Western Conference. It's just different. But at the time I said that, Phoenix didn't look like this. The Clippers didn't look like this, 500 for a 6-week stretch. Karl Anthony Towns wasn't hurt. Like, there's a lot of things that have happened in the meantime that now you look at the Lakers and say, if they get a particular matchup in the first round, and by that I mean really avoid Denver. That's really what it comes to. If you can avoid Denver in a 7-game series to start off, assuming they escape the play-in, I think a lot of people would pick the Lakers to beat either Oklahoma City or Minnesota if they get one of those 2 teams in a 7-game series.
And so it may become a very interesting little run here for LeBron and company. They had a good one last night in Brooklyn. Let me run the floor through some of the other better moments from the NBA yesterday, because there's a bunch of them out there. Legs, let's start with your guy and your team, the Nuggets and the Joker. He had
Chào mừng đến với Bình Nguyên Vô Tận. Cả đội xông lên. First blood. You have been defeated.
Spirits crying out.
You have defeated an enemy. I never. You have been defeated. Enemy double kill. Your tower has been destroyed. An enemy has been defeated.
Spirits crying out.
Shut down. Double kill.
Chào mừng đến với Bình Nguyên Vô Tận. Cả đội xông lên.
Gotta make more and proud. Let's crank out some tunes.
Xem người có nát như tương không?
Gotta make more and proud. Like the wind. Strike!
An ally has been defeated.
Let's crank out some tunes.
Thử đã, xem người có nát như tương không? An enemy has been defeated. An enemy has been defeated. Your team has destroyed a tower. Thử đã, xem người có nát như tương không? You have been defeated. Thử đã, xem người có nát như tương không?
Kick butt and take names.
An ally has been defeated.
Like the wind.
Enemy ultimate.